and welcome back to another Sibelius quick tip. And today we are in lyrics part 6 in Sibelius, and I want to talk about multiple verses and multiple chorus lines, and so multiple text lines I should say. And what you see here, for example, is a section that has multiple verses, has 3 verses, and the way we create extra verses is exactly the same as the way we do it with the first line. The only difference is, for example, if I want to create the second line here, beaten, and then continue, we select the first note, we go to create text, lyrics, and then to lyrics line number 2, or lyric verse number 2 we can do. And you see the cursor flashes on this, the second line now, so we can, I forgot the name, but beat and then hyphen with the next, and there we go. You have the second line. The same, of course, with the poor heart. If we want to have a verse line on the second line, we go to create line. Text and then lyrics and then the third verse. And what was it? Poor heart, I think. Poor, and then space to the next word, heart. And it's that simple. So we can continue like that to create more verses, as many as we want. And I want to have a look quickly on how does Sibelius know where to put those different lyrics and on the distance, the vertical positions to the staff. There are actually 2 settings in Sibelius where you can set the lyric, and the first one is in house style, edit text styles. When you go to lyric, you see here there's a lot of different lyrics, and these are the lyric styles that you saw here just now. And let's choose, for example, the lyric verse 2, and we go to edit so we can see the settings. There's nothing special here, and the only special setting here actually is that it is Times New Roman. That's as simple as it gets. Times New Roman. So say we want to create a lyric line. We have 7 lines and we want to have lyric line number 7, but it doesn't exist here. So what we can do is new, based on this text style. Are you sure you want to create a text style based on lyric verse 6? Yes, we want to. So now we can rename it to line number 7. And for the rest, things are exactly the same, so we leave it like this. Now we go out of here and we go to the next part where the text style is set. It's in default positions. The lyrics are set in default positions because we have to tell Sibelius what is the distance from the staff to the lyric, to line 1, to line 2, to line 3, to line 4, etc. And as you can see, for example, let's go to lyrics and we see the distance vertical position relative to the staff is 4. So from up here to the first line is distance 4 spaces. Now let's check the lyric verse 2. You see it's 6.5, so this distance from this second line is 6.5. Let's go to first 3 is 9, so this distance from this third line to the staff here is 9. So and so on. So you see the distance to the vertical staff increases more and more. Well, this is 75, and this is the same because we base this one 7 on 6, so the distance is the same. But we have to create a different distance now. 14 till 5 to 77 is like 3.5 distance higher. So say 15, 18, 19, 20. Let's put them on 20 distance in the score. We ignore the part for this one. So the lyric verse 7, vertical position relative to the staff, is set to 20. So let's see. If I would choose now, for example, to put here, well, first I have to create a 6 line text lyric style 6 to see if it really is correct. And this is very low now because we are skipping a couple of lyrics. So this is verse 6. And let's create now a verse 7. So if we did the things correctly, it should be pretty close under it. So let's go to text again, to lyrics, and we choose verse 6. Oh, sorry, this is, we have it already. Now we have to create lyrics verse 7. Okay, and as you can see, it goes right under it, verse 7, and that's the one that we created ourselves just now. So, for example, you can see how this default position distance makes it different. Let's say to put this 22, so the difference to the staff will be even more. We have to do a reset position, and there you go. This is the distance that we just set in default positions. So this is how we can create our own verses. And another thing is that we can do this with every other text style in lyrics as well, because we need, for example, lyrics, we need a chorus. The chorus is created exactly the same way. The only difference between a chorus and the verse is that a chorus is set in Italian text style. So let's say we want to have a chorus line here. We take it away for a moment. Let's create a great chorus line here. So we select the note, we go to text, lyric, and then we create chorus. And as you can see, the flashing cursor goes below here. And the only difference between a verse and a chorus is that the chorus text style is in italic. Let's show it to you, and there you go. See, it's in italic. So that's the only difference. And just as with the verses, we can choose from more chorus lines. I think that's even the name of a musical, chorus line. We have different lines, of course, available also, and all of them will go a little bit lower than the previous one. And the settings is also in the same spot, so we can go to edit text styles. We check the chorus lines here. For example, here we can check the chorus line itself. Let's go to this one here. And you see it's italic, and I think the other lines are not set correctly, and I think that's because I played around a lot with these styles. Things are messed up. But originally a chorus line has to be in italic. So the chorus line, as it's seen here, is originally set in italic, and you can see it here. This, and there you have it. Of course, this means already that I changed settings, but it's good to see how things can go wrong. This is not really an original chorus style, this is just a normal lyric style, and we can see this when we go to the property window, Windows Properties, and we will see here that it is actually set to text lyric verse 7. But if we would change this to the normal lyric chorus style, you see all the chorus are in italic suddenly. So this is how a chorus style should be. It's the engraving style is italic. So this is how we create text style and chorus style. And as before with the verse text style, also in default positions you can set the distance to the staff as you want. These are far too deep. You can see there's an enormous distance suddenly, so something really strange happened here. But you can change this to any distance from the staff you want. For example, if you want to have the same kind of distance as with the verse, the verses 2 has 6.5, and let's go to chorus chorus line 2, and we go to put it to 6.5 as well. So now I change the distance between the chorus line and the staff, and let's see which kind of style was this chord that we tried to put in here. Let's set this to chorus style 1, and let's go layout, reset position, and there you go. Totally chorus style line, lyrics chorus 1 is completely different. And let's see again why this is. Lyrics chorus 1, it's great to see really why things happen. So we go to check the vertical position to the staff in chorus line 1. What is going on here? So let's check here, and you see it's set to 29, vertical position relative to the staff 29. Let's put it to 6, and let's see what happens then. We do our reset position, and now it goes back to the normal distance. plus the other problem is it should be in italic. So why is it not in italic? Course line 1. Let's see again here. Let's go to the textile. Where is it? Textile and course line 1. It's set to course line lyrics course 1, and still it's not in Italian. So we can change this in edit textiles, and we set it to, we go to course line 1. We edit it here, and as you can see, it's not in italic. So let's set it in italic, course 1. And now you see it already flips immediately to the correct textile. So this is how you set these things. It's good to see these problems per course. Now you know also where to adjust them. So the vertical distance to the staff for the choruses and for the verses are set in default positions, house style default positions, and then you select this textile from here and you adjust the vertical position relative to the staff, and this way you can adjust them to your own liking. And the plain textile for the verses and the italic textile for the choruses are set in house style, edit textiles. You select the style here, you go to edit, and here you can select or deselect the italic style. So this is how you work with the verses. Verse numbers. You can create the verse numbers in two different ways. Let's take away these ones quickly. And what the easiest way actually is just after you finish inserting all the text, you select the bar where the verses are, and you want to have the verse numbers in front of them. So the easiest way is just to select the bar, you go to plugin, text, and add verse numbers. And Sibelius does it immediately for you. Another way to do it, and as you can see, these are separate numbers now. These are not. That is the difference with the other way. These are numbers that are not connected to the text. The other way, however, is by, for example, this word all. Normally I would start with, go into lyric enter mode, then I would type the lyric number, the first number, but now if I would hit the space bar to get a little space to the next word, the problem is it will jump to the next note. So I cannot add my first number, so I only have a number under the first note. So that is not the way it should go. Instead of space to create this number, we use alt space. So the word all, for example, all. Let's go into lyric enter mode again. Now we type the number and a point. Now we hold on alt, the alt key, and hit space one time. And now we type the word all. And as you can see, now we have a little space here, and we didn't jump to the next word because I used the combination alt plus spacebar. And as you can see, it's one word. Now, one other little thing I want to talk about still is when there is a difference between the different verses. When one of the verses is a melisma, so let's say this the first line is normal, one syllable a note, the second line one syllable a note, but say that the third line is going to be melisma, so these two notes under one vocal. So the way we do this is, well, we don't do it like that. The way we do this is we create a dashed slur here. So Sibelius also realized, hey, this is going to be a melisma, so he will create this extend the line. But also for the singers, they know, okay, one of the verses has to be sung as a melisma. And the dashed line can be found in create line and staff lines, and from here we go to, let's see where our dashed line is, slur. Here we have dashed slur above and a dashed slur below. Now we need a dashed slur below here, so we choose this one, and there we have it. And now we go to the enter and we type the space bar, and now Sibelius will create the extender line because he knows, there you go, he knows, hey, this is a melisma. See you next time. Bye bye.